Hello there, survivors, and welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended. Today, we're back on Astraeos, and we're gonna be jumping into some building. You know, it's about time to do some building here with the new custom cosmetics, skins with the awesome statues, and of course, the awesome looking Greek structures. And we've got a little start we did in the last stream, the Astraeos launch stream. Of course, I expanded them a little bit. As you can see, I've added some extra, well, statues and the little roofs above them to kind of add a little bit of detail to them. And I finished skinning whole dock layer, you know, kind of planned that layer out, and I've done some planning for the first few buildings that I want to add into the little town as like a grand entrance to the town, because this I see as the main dock and the main probably way for people to get into. Yes, the statues are new, the custom cosmetic version, which is now the version you should be using because the old structure mod is gonna go away, he said. So yeah, you might want to switch over to the new custom cosmetic version as soon as possible. But it does have new cool statues, and that is amazing because they look very, very cool. But hello there, everyone. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, we're gonna be building today. We already have a nice start here, I think. And yeah, why not see what we can do? That's the little shark on the boat. But yeah, those statues are really nice. Of course, we already had them on the map itself, but being able to use them for decoration is definitely a really nice touch. So we've got a few of these guards around, and then this is, you know, welcome you or warning you to not misbehave in this city. And definitely need to start adding more details around, of course, to bring the streets to life. But this is kind of a start of the layout, which is what I like to do for these bigger projects, for sure. Hello, hello. Is this part on the server that you can play on? No, this is my private world. This is my own world for my building projects, so that I am not bothering anyone with what I build. So yeah, anyway, we have basically the whole dock layer here, which is, of course, to unload the ships. As you can see, I've added in some of the cranes, which are part of visual storage. Not really a decoration mod, but, you know, we got to use what you have. So, yeah, you might as well. You might as well use them around. And, of course, last time we decorated this piece with some lovely plants from JVH. Definitely need to do more of that all the way around. And I added some carts in from the Western Deco mod, but I think it still works for these as well. You know, it's just nice looking carts, and it kind of adds a little bit of life in already. And of course, as we start building up the town, we'll add more and more decorations, you know. So we'll see where this project takes us. But yeah, definitely excited to be jumping into something like this where we can basically have multiple stages of the project, right? We'll build on to what we start with, like building a whole little village, town. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a city, but hey, it's fine. Hey man, I've been using a lot of your designs, of your builds of late. Really enjoy what you design. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like them. How to do a wall as a lock in Rexes keep falling into my area. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes that can be tricky depending on your landscape. So yeah, I kind of jotted out some foundations here for ideas that I have. I think I want to start with this one, which is supposed to be like a warehouse building. But yeah, let's see what we want to do. I don't actually know if I want to have this stick out by 2 or just by 1. I'm not sure. I think actually just by 1. So I think we're going to add another layer in here. Just so that it doesn't stick out too much, I think. The only downside is that here we can't really go into the landscape too much. But yeah, it will work out, I think. It will work out. It will. I believe I believe. All right. Let's well, probably should just fill in the middle as well, to be honest. The foundation of our build, and I guess this kind of goes over the little border that we had, but that's all right. We can work with that. Yeah, let's fill in this warehouse. So basically, of course, well, we're making a little island town with some nice docks here, so the harbor, and yeah, we probably want to have a little bit of a warehouse. I think that makes sense. And of course, in ARK sense, this would probably be like your storage, you know, early game maybe. I think we'll have a decent amount of space in here, but it's always a valuable building. And I think this Greek style, if you want to go in theme for the map, it really suits, of course, having multiple buildings dedicated to certain things. I think that is going to be a very fun way to play on this map. Kind of, you know, sticking with a theme, a little bit of the role play of the map, following that story, I think is going to be quite nice. So we'll just skin these for now so that we have the whole foundation looking the same, and then we'll get into the actual build. Trying to make this into some nice building. And for a lot of these Greek builds, I really like to look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey and just look at concept art or a screenshot from that game to kind of get some inspiration of what I would like to do for this build. I also think that I actually want to maybe use a little bit of wood in here as well. No, I didn't want to use it. I wanted to have it on the hotbar, I think. I think that would be nice. So yeah, I think probably what I want is I want it to be too high there. And then I think that means this is going to be that high. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. That means this is going to be too high as well. And that might be for high. I don't know. We'll have to check. Okay. So basically this is going to be the side of the warehouse. And yeah, I think that's going to give a nice view. It's a little bit of an angle, which I think is nice. Brings in a nice dynamic to this little port. How do you join my server? My community server, all the information for that and how to play is on my Discord, which is linked in the description below. And we have a lovely community going on over there as well. So, yeah, I would recommend. Surprisingly, I would recommend. Okay. If we start with something like that, and then just, of course, have this going through like this. And we have some windows, because I think we do want to have some windows in here, right? Bringing that out. The question is, where would we want to have some beams? Maybe here? I guess we also kind of just want to have a beam maybe along this side, because technically that's where the building starts. It's just a little bit higher on this side. And probably the first layer is going to be this skin. Yeah. I think I like that as a start. And then what I think we need is a layer of these, because that means that we can have an overhang on the side, and this should line up. It doesn't line up. Of course it doesn't line up. Well, that actually makes it a little bit challenging. I don't know if we want to have this then, at least not on these. Maybe we want to have it... Oh yeah, we probably want to have it here then. So we can still have the overhang on the front. But it will line up there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna need to do. Because otherwise it would need too much of an overhang. It does mean that we have a little bit of a boring-ish wall here. But maybe we can spice that up a little bit. It's also hard to judge the wall before we actually see what it's gonna look like once we've, you know, skinned it all to the Astraeos structures. But I just wish that we could have multiple custom cosmetics in the hotbar as well, because now I have to change to the right variant each time, and that makes imagining the build a little bit more difficult, because yeah, it takes a little bit longer before we can see. We have to keep changing skins all the time. So basically what I think is that we're gonna use the frontier for the beams to bring in a little bit of that wood, you know, a little bit of contrast in the colors as well. I think that could be nice. I think we might do that for these beams as well. Probably not for the pillars. I think the pillars we're probably gonna do stone, because technically it starts from this layer. You know, on this side that will be the floor. It's just that the other side is a little bit higher. Do we want to have anything custom there? I don't know. Do I have like doors? I do. There we go. I mean, the other alternative is, of course, that we could have the overhang continue like this, which I guess could also work. Although, I don't know how well that will work on this side. Maybe we need to check and see what it would look like here. So we would have 2 high. There we go. Let's see what this looks like. See if we like it. And I guess technically we would also want to have this beam, although not everywhere, I suppose. There we go. And we'll fill in the rest of the wall. And some windows. Yeah, so here, as you can see, it's just basically on the normal level of the world, which is totally fine. And then we can change these to the right one as well. There we go. So I guess we want to have one of these just so that we can get the right snap point for the roof. And there we go. And follow all the way along. And then I guess this is the side where we can more easily decide whether we want to go the full overhang, if that's not going to be too low. But first, let's fill in the whole roof like this. Yeah, I think I might want to have it, because Otherwise, this side is a little boring. I mean, it's going to be a decent size, you know. It's supposed to be a warehouse. It's supposed to be like the main storage. So it's nice to have enough space, right? Instead of having multiple smaller ones. You don't want to run out of space. You don't want to run out of space. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we can use that little overhang. That's definitely a nice one to have. So I think then here we want to do this. And have this one in there. That one over here. And fill this in. There we go. Means we have those over here. And then we have the slope walls, which always looks a little bit funny, but once we have the skin on it, it will fit underneath. The ramps, which I'm so happy that he got that into the custom cosmetic. I still don't know why it's not just a normal piece in the game, but yeah, that will help us a lot with our building. So yeah, and I think then this is going to be made out of wood again. There we go. Probably the same over here. Again, I'm not gonna texture all the Greek textures yet because I need to be switching from materials every time, so it just takes a little bit more time. So we like to do that in bulks. Well, yeah, we're getting a good general shape for the build down. There we go. Like that, and like that. There we go. Let's fill those in as well. The little windows, and at least the first layer we can already change the skin of. Yeah, I think I do really like the contrast of the wood with the light textures of the walls. I think that is a pretty nice touch. Yeah, I think we probably actually want to have these beams along the whole side of the build. There we go. Bring that back everywhere. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then we have to build like the entrance. I think what I'm gonna do, I think it's gonna be high enough. So what I want to do is kind of recenter the entrance. So that we have two in the middle. Actually, unless I haven't even checked yet. No, not behemoth, just a large one. Because we have the barn doors. Does that not have a skin yet? Yeah, I guess he didn't make a skin then for that one yet. Or flipped it around, I suppose. Which is fine. That means that we go for this design, which is totally okay. It just means that we have that and we can place in for gates. which should look very nice as well. And of course, we can place our gate in. I kind of wish that it would follow the shape a little bit more, because you kind of lose, yeah, the circular, the arch. There we go. Okay. Don't think we're gonna want windows next to that. Okay. Just gonna fill that in. Just like that. Yeah, I think this is gonna leave a little gap. I think I remember that from the first time we built with the structure set. It kind of has like a little gap next to it. I don't know if that's still the case. Yeah, even with these skins. So we're gonna have to have a pillar in there. I think the small pillar is probably gonna be good enough. But yeah, I might have to remove the gate, because otherwise I can't skin these. And I think we probably want a different variant for that, so we'll leave it for now. We definitely want to skin these. I don't think we want any fancy skins on those, so just the normal one. And then the normal ones at the bottom layer again, of course. Let's go. What do we want to use? Maybe I do want to quickly get those pillars in the right shape, so we can have the gate back. Let's see. Yeah. Let's get the first one back, and let's place the gate back in, and now it should be completely sealed. Commercials should be illegal while watching live. Yeah, they are a little bit annoying, aren't they? To be honest, I forget that there are even commercials. I have had YouTube Premium for so long that I don't ever get any commercials on YouTube, which is freeing. All right, let's see. You probably want to continue these beams like that. Do we want to do anything like this? There we go. Awesome. So that would be the entrance. I think that is quite nice. You know, it's going to be a decent building, but again, it will house the storage. So I feel like you want to have a lot of space there. Could probably even use it as a dino barn if you really wanted to. Maybe not for too big creatures, but decent size still inside. And we're gonna have even more on the next layer, because I think pretty much what we want to do is, yeah, have another layer in here for sure. And then probably I'm gonna want to have that layer like this. I'm gonna bring in some scaffolding. There we go. Support it like that so that we have a little entrance, you know, we can load things in here. It's probably actually gonna also just exist out of wood, that layer. Yeah. I do use deco mods. I haven't decorated anything yet here, or not really, but yeah, I do often use the Western deco mod. Which is funny because it sounds Western, but it's actually pretty good usage for a whole bunch of different types of builds. All right, let's see. So this would connect to the other side, obviously, where it would go until here. Like that. There we go. Okay, so now that's equal. I think we add 2 more here. 2 more there. That means we have a gap of 3 by 3. Kind of need to figure out the right way to connect the 2 layers. And I guess this layer we just want to fill in with some quarter walls. There we go. We'll do the same over here. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, that kind of seals off the area. Probably we should also bring in the build on here. Nope, not there. Just like that. Just like this. And nope, nothing there. All right. This we want to change again, of course. And there we go. We'll have the thin pillars in there. I guess we can't skin them yet, but we can add in these. All the way there. Delete the extras. And then we can fill in this wall. That wall. And this one right here. Oh, and of course, across this side, we want to add in some scaffolding. Just like that. There we go. Fill in the pillars. And do this pillar as well. There we go. That's looking nice. The bottom layer and these sides we can already change, of course. Nope. There we go. All right. That is getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. We have the bottom layer. Well, not done, of course, because it has no no skin yet, but We're getting there. Should we have a little elevator platform? You know? Maybe even the wooden one could actually be cool. Feels fitting. Let's see if it would actually fit. There we go. Does it fit? It does fit. Perfect fit, actually. Oh, imagine if you could skin these. That would be quite cool. Do I need anything else? Why is it not working? I always hate these platforms. Oh, because I'm heavy. Of course. Because I'm carrying all these things. Okay, let me see. Do you have an inventory? You do not. Can I just put some of my things away? I just need to test if it works. Please let me test if it works. There we go. Yeah, so this works. Okay, let's see if this works all the way. It should. Of course, this isn't necessarily practical, but it looks nice. And kind of what I would love is to be able to do this. But okay. Can I still go up now? That is the question. Or are the pillars or the beams gonna stop me? No, it still works. That's fine. All right. That's the way up to this level. I think I like that. Feels appropriate for a warehouse. There we go. That means even your gathering tames you could still quite easily get up here. Just park them on the platform and get them up and down. There we go. Okay. Get the beams in. And all the way around. There we go. Okay, well, might as well change these because that's definitely going to be wood as well. There we go. Awesome. These on this side. Let me pick up my my stuff, please. So we can build again. So I think with this first variant we can actually do these, because I don't think we want any fancy decorations on these sides. Is there also... Yeah, that's too much work to flip them all. And I guess this does add in some extra depth, so that is quite nice. Although it does technically also add in a tiny little hole. But yeah, that does look quite nice. It does add in a little bit of detail, which is good. Which is definitely good. All right. So what I think I want is this. I guess it's really more about this side. We want to make this big enough. Hello, Lagwin. Variant 1. Yeah, but this is not a full wall. It's a quarter wall, and it does not have variants. Yeah, how big do we want this entrance to be? I think we want to have it decently big, right? Especially on this side, it would make sense that they would like hoist in cargo. You know, we might even make the platform a little bit bigger on this side. We could, I think. Okay. Let's see. So if we would have this. Yeah, that works. So basically just a slightly bigger platform on this side, which I do think makes sense. And then yeah, I think we could have that one there. There's a little bit of decoration. Like the stream, chat. That is a very good suggestion. Yeah, you should like the stream if you like these types of streams and you want to see more, because otherwise I'll just, you know, build by myself. Don't have to talk to myself. No, I like doing these because it's nice getting the instant feedback whilst making these. All right, so yeah, we would have this kind of entrance. Then I guess we would have how high do we want to make this? I don't think we want to make it too high. Right. Think we don't want to go too high. There we go. The middle ones. Yeah, these roofs always look a little bit funny before skinning them, but I promise this is the correct way to build them. Well, what mod is that crane? It's visual storage. It's actually a really useful storage system, but of course also great to decorate your base with. Yeah. I like doing these lives as well. I think it's nice. Nice getting the instant feedback. Catching your streams. Nice. Thank you, Gwen. Hello there, Ellie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. So the beams are definitely gonna be wood because I like the little wooden accent on these. The contrast that creates. I might try a little something like this. Just feels a little bit more supported. Hello there, Scorpion. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I think that is pretty nice. Yeah, that's probably fine. All right, let's see the sides. Oh geez, let's see if this is gonna even work. Oh, it is gonna work. Well, that makes it a little easier. You get some nice windows. And then we'll have a layer on top here. We have the wall, of course, and then we have a quarter ceiling on the outside. The name for the ship, I always forget. I think if you just search for Astraeos, you can find the mod. And if you have the mod installed... Oh, you want to look for this guy. This guy right here. I think the icon currently is still invisible. Yeah, but it is there. Oh, I guess you could seek for Greek. That might be easier. Hello there, Tiny. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, searching for Greek probably easier. Less confusing. Okay. If I want some extra beams, I probably would do it there. Probably there. You know, to create that little bit of extra support on this layer, I think. It does feel good to be building again. Yeah, I've definitely missed the building the last few weeks because I've done very little building compared to the usual amount I do. Of course, I've definitely enjoyed the monarchy season. I mean, that was really fun, meeting a bunch of awesome people, but yeah, it's good to be back to building for a bit. I think I might want to add in a little wood layer there, you know? Why not? I think it's quite nice. Yeah, the walls are gonna have to be something different because we can't add these textures with the bricks. I don't think they'll fit very well there. Which makes the windows look very fun, but yeah, that should be correct. So yeah, we have that side. I guess we kind of can repeat the same thing here. I don't think I will extend this platform. I think the other side is more important to have the big crane on the side of the docks, but we will still have something here. There we go. Yeah, the ship is a separate mod. There we go. Nice little entrance. That is not what we want. There we go. Just like that, we have a roof. There we go. And we'll raise these. Have all these pillars here on the side. Just like that. I mean, I guess I can fill in all of them. Nope. And the windows themselves. There we go. Get the floating window in there. Just like that. Yeah, that feels appropriate. And then we need to have the little ledge of the quarter ceilings. Oh. think these might actually also be better suited as the frontier skin, because I think that's going to look pretty nice from underneath. There we go. And this side, of course. And then we're getting pretty far with the build. I mean, it might not look like it because obviously still we need to do all the Astraeos skins. But we're definitely getting a decent warehouse here. I like that it's at an angle from the rest of the dock builds that we have so far. That is good. It brings in a bunch of life to the place. I also think that we probably want to make a little pathway to connect it up to the dock down there, but let's not get distracted and let's focus on the build first. There we go. So this would be the roof. There we go. Yeah, I feel like that's about right. And we can go all the way through to the other side. Oh, hello? Hello, Scroll. Are you awake again? Are you alive again? Don't ask me how or why I'm streaming already. I didn't even sleep that long. I have slept surprisingly little. I thought I would wake up like far into the day, but you know, can't stop, won't stop. I mean, it's not bad though. It wasn't my fault that monarchy took so long. It was like, it was definitely past 4 AM by the time I jumped off, I think. Yeah, I think it was well beyond that. And then before I fell asleep, that was... Whew. Yeah, I probably slept a few hours. It's fine, you know, it's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to start building. And I wanted to do that live, so you know, here we are. Surprisingly, just before this live stream, that's the reason why I started the stream a little bit later, is I did a quick new boss fight from Astraeos on the community server. And then I went here. You streamed to 4 AM, woke up at 11. Oh yeah, I mean that seems about right. Yeah, that was a hectic evening. I'm very glad that we didn't decide to go live too early, because that would have been a hell of a stream. There we go. Yeah, I like the shape. Of course, now we can't really see the skins yet, but I like the shape of the build already, even with my pokey roofs that we still need to change. I think that's a nice shape. That's definitely going to be a nice little warehouse. And in survival, this would be great for storage. Like, look at this space. And then we have the whole downstairs. I'm not going to use my elevator. I'm leaving that at the top for now. Do I want to build more support for that? I feel like it does need a little bit more support than what it currently has. That doesn't look like it would support it. There we go. And now the tricky part is, what do we do in the middle? I guess that works. Yeah, that works for sure. I'm thinking it makes the most sense to probably have the whole thing supported like this. But then of course we're gonna leave it just open. And we're only gonna add in the supports like this, I think. There we go. So at least it doesn't look like it's just floating. Can't talk much. Anytime you went live during the weeks, used to stay up past usual time. Oh no. Yeah, I definitely stayed up past my usual time a lot for the Monarchy streams. But it was just too much fun. And the sport has been amazing, yeah. Yeah, well, it worked before. We tested it with the other thing, so I would assume now it still works. Oh no, it doesn't work because I'm heavy. It doesn't like me carrying all my build materials even in creative. So what I have to do is I have to ditch all of it. Just to test my little elevator. There we go. See? It would be so much easier to use metal. But this is more fitting. Okay, let's see if it goes past the scaffolding. Yeah, so okay, it still works. That is good. It is perfect. I love when those work. I hate when they don't work. Usually I just pretend they still work and just leave them. All right, there we go. Hello there, Coco. Welcome in, welcome in. I think it's about time that we start skinning the rest of the build. You know, so that we can actually figure out what this whole place looks like. And to see if we like it or not. But I think we will like it. I think so. It's always a little bit tricky with these skins, because we have to change skins variations so often. Yeah, I think these we can now switch, which also means we can add in this gate now. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I think for this we want to just use the normal. I wish there was one that just had this texture all the way. Oh yeah, I forgot about these details. Wait, does this one have a variation as well? Oh yeah, we have the normal full bricks. Well, I don't think I want that. Does the third variation have that as well? No. Okay. Oh, I should have skinned these parts. I forgot. So I guess that's gonna be it for this side. There we go. This side is gonna look cool. There we go. I might add a little bit more detail above the gate, to be honest. Okay. Thought the dino went inside or something, but no. And we could definitely... Yeah, let's not skin those, because those we probably want to make fancier. There we go. Yeah, probably we could do these fancy. And then these. can do those again. And then the whole site. And there we go. Oh, the rain. Yeah, it's kind of weird to hear extinction noises here on the trails, but I do like the lightning bolts. Alright, what should we do? Well, I guess we do the third variant first, and then we can do the first variant at the end again. Okay. Flip the skin. Flip them. There we go. That should be fine. Oh no, I forgot this variation. Okay, we'll have the fancy one there, fancy one here, and all of these skinned as well. Oh, I should have done the roof. I did not do the roof. I forgot a lot with the second variation. It's fine. It's fine. It does have a little overhang. I'm kind of doubting whether I want to have the full overhang or no. I think we need it. Yeah, we do need it. Do we go fancy? Why not? I feel like this is an important building for my little island town, so it can be fancy. It can be as fancy as it wants to be. Okay. Those we're not gonna skin. These we are going to skin. Those we are gonna skin. The roof side we're gonna skin as well. Okay, so that's that side taken care of. This top needs to be skinned. There we go. That's all done. This needs to be done. That needs to have a skin. The roofs are already done here. Just trying not to forget any third variations, but I think that covers it. So let's go to the first variation, and then we need to do the second variation as well. The first one is going to be for the gate, of course. That's going to be nice. What else? All these little quarter walls that we've gotten. Those can be the normal one as well. Yeah, there we go. These over here. No, that needs to be the second one. Okay, so I think that leaves us with this guy. And now we should be able to first of all fill in these roofs. There we go. And just follow all of this along. Do we like that? Yeah, that's starting to look good. Bunch of roofs. There we go. Oh yeah, and this side needs to be done as well. There we go. I do like that little wooden layer there. I think that adds quite a lot. And I think then it might just be the roof that's left. We might be almost there. Please don't don't do the wrong ones. And fill it all in. Fill it all in. There we go. Yeah. I like that. I do really like the blending with the frontier skin with the wood accents. I think that does add that little bit of extra contrast. To just make it a little bit more interesting, you know, rather than just mainly using the same texture. It feels a little bit more grounded, maybe. I don't know. I like it. I do really like it. Yeah, that is a pretty nice warehouse in my opinion. Let's make a little entrance here. And there we go. Let's see, because we need to make like a little staircase basically. Let's see. Probably want to bring that out all the way. Let's make sure it's equal on both sides. That looks a little nicer. I think this might be a right angle. There we go. I think that's probably gonna be like that. Do we want to fill in this corner? Maybe, but no, that's a little bit awkward. Let's not do that. Which of the three Bob skins do you like the most and the least? I think I like the Frontier is definitely the most. Definitely. I think that's the one that's the most versatile. So you can use it for more than just building your cowboy house, basically. Right? You can use that for quite a bit of different types of buildings. Which, the least favorite? I don't really know. I think both the steampunk and the wastelands are a lot stronger themed, as in they force you more into certain corner, and I don't think I've used either of them enough in different types of builds that are like, I like aspects of both. Like I really like the rusted metal pillars and ceilings from the wasteland ones, and you can use those in a lot of different builds. But I also really like the roofs, for example, from the steampunk one. I think you can also use for a lot of different types of builds. So I think the Frontier is a clear winner because you can use it for a lot of different things easily. And the other ones are a little bit more specific. Like you can use them for very specific things to blend them into different styles. So I think they're pretty equal. There we go. Let's do this one as well. So there we go. So at least then the warehouse is actually connected to the this layer. Yeah, I kind of forgot that I that we have this variation. So I think the outside layer, we definitely want to have that fancy skin. So I might want to do that everywhere on this layer. Just to add a little bit more details in. Make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. Just replacing some of these. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this variant. It's been a long time since I properly built using this skin, so it's fun to get back into a project like this. And I really like my town projects, you know. I like building more and more in the same style. Might not always be the most practical of ARK bases necessarily, but it's a cool one, I think. Oh, does it not stay? Oh, this one does, so. Let's fix that. The stacking of foundations is Architect Structures Remastered, which just makes it a lot easier if you want to do builds like this. Of course, you can do it with walls, ceilings, pillars, but it just takes a lot more time and more structures usually. There we go. And I probably will do that for this layer as well, but we'll do that later. I don't have to do that now. What are your full wishes and expectations for the full Astraeos map? I think my opinion differs from a lot of opinions that I've seen on the Discords, on everywhere basically, even in videos from other creators. I think a lot of people, and I mean they have every right to be, of course, annoyed by the fact that this DLC is an incomplete map. And if you just look at the facts on paper, yes, of course, 35% doesn't sound great. You have to pay 15 for it, which that seems pretty steep if it's not complete. But in my opinion, I think this is very exciting and definitely already worth it. And it's going to be even more worth it in the end. And why do I think that? Because this map is only 35% right now, but it is already bigger than some of the other ARK maps that are complete in the game. Like, bigger than the island and Scorched Earth, I think, at least. So there is already a lot here. You get 2 custom bosses that are actually quite challenging and fun to try and beat. So I think that is adding a lot of, you know, gameplay fun to your world. It is a very exciting map because of the fact that you have a lot here. You have all the island creatures. You have a bunch of Scorched creatures now, a bunch of extinction creatures, and more will come. We have a unique creature, of course, now as well. We have a very cool theme to the map. It's probably one of the, if not by the end of this, the prettiest map. So I think for those reasons, I'm very excited, and I think that is a very worth package already. And I kind of like the idea of every few months there's going to be an update for this map. There's going to be a new region to explore. It makes you want to replay that map again. So that's why I am very excited to make this my main map, because I know there's going to be good reasons to come back to it, and I will have my old memories and I have new areas to explore. Do I wish there were more unique creatures added to the map? Yes, I do. But maybe, especially now with, you know, them listening to us, they might still do that. Because there is time. If this is going to be developed for the next 2 years, there's definitely time enough to add more unique creatures besides the Meguana. So, but just for the map, I think it's very exciting. I think it's worth it. And I hope we get more varied biomes. Like we have the White Cliffs, of course, the main first island. We have another part there and a bunch of these islands. I really like the taiga and autumn biomes. Those are amazing. I love those. I love the bog with the wyverns. And now, of course, the Extinction Island is very, very different. The volcano, which looks amazing as well. And adds a bunch of gameplay, of course, with OSDs, veins, roaming boss. Yeah, I think that adds a lot. I think we'll probably get like a scorched island. I hope we just get more variation in landscapes. That's basically my biggest wish. But yeah, I'm very excited. And I mean, everyone is entitled, of course, to their opinion, but that is my view. And of course, this was always the plan for Nakadas that's making the map. And it was originally going to be a premium mod. And I think if it was a premium mod, no one would have reacted as strongly by the fact that it was 35%. Of course, it changes a little bit when it's an official DLC. This has not happened before with a modded map becoming an official DLC. Because usually when it became an official map, it was free, of course. But times have changed. And I think it does make sense. And I think, if anything, Nakadas might be making better maps than even Wildcards themselves. So I would happily pay that. But of course, I mean, situations are different for everyone. Not everyone will be able to. But you can also just wait. And you can check in a year and a half, maybe, to see if you like it more by the time it's closer to being complete. Right? So, yeah. I think there's no harm in waiting a little bit longer. Alright, we might add those. Sorry, that was my little rant. I've been, feeling for Nakadas because he's been getting a lot of flack for this, of course, as well. But I think it's very exciting that it's going to be updated over a longer time. Rather than drop a map now, you'll enjoy it for a little bit, and then you might not visit it that often anymore. Plus, I think the theme of the Greek map is just very cool as well. Alright, there we go. We got a nice little entrance, which kind of ties it back to the dock layer, which I really like. I also do really like the way this turned out. I think that is a nice little warehouse. Very, very nice. There we go. So yeah, the next steps are probably, adding some details around stuff like that. Some plants, some greenery would be nice. And of course, decorating it. I do want to put an effort into making this a very complete project. But what I probably will be doing is we'll have a bunch of streams focused on like building new structures. And then we'll have some streams focused on decorating and interior decorating, because I don't do interiors that often or that good. And I want to get better at that. And I think it would also be fun to share that, journey or lessons or whatever. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have hay bales everywhere. Okay, let's take out some of these plants. I think we might start this structure, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun to do some dedicated streams for decorations. Also, I'm kind of waiting. I think Aaron Longstaff is making a medieval decoration mod, and I think that would be really nice to use for a lot of this as well. Besides the usual ARK stuff, because this base I would probably decorate very much like a storage base for ARK. But some of these we're just gonna decorate for being nice. Also, we have new Morellatops today. And he looks very beautiful. Very beautiful indeed. And the kids less so, but this one, very nice. I like it. So basically, well, I need to get my other concept art or screenshot from Assassin's Creed. Basically, we kind of have these entrance ways, which are not really entrance ways. These are more like, I don't know, little shrines for the statues. This one is more going to be an entrance way that we actually walk through to get up to the layer. And I think behind this is going to be the main town square, basically. This is going to be the main town area. And then I thought I worked this kind of out. Don't really. Oh yeah, I think the temple. At first I was going to put the temple all the way on that corner. I think that's a little far. I think I might put the temple here instead. So it's like more visible from the town, basically. And we'll probably have like a little shrine of some sorts here as well. Maybe a lighthouse somewhere, stuff like that. But yeah, this is basically the main entrance gateway almost to the to the town. Okay. Could it be like that? I mean, it could. Most certainly could, right? Because that would kind of mean that you bring those out as stairs, and then I think you would probably bring these out as like platforms. And then these ones over here. And then we'll repeat that for this side. And this side as well. Wait, did it not place this one? Yeah, there we go. What skin? This is the Astraeos custom cosmetic. Which of course is themed around the new Astraeos map, but you can also use it just anywhere because it's a custom cosmetic. So yeah, definitely worth checking out because it's pretty cool. And the best part, it has shallow slow balls, which should be in the base game, but they're not. All right, so I think that's fine. So this would be where the pillars go, I think. And then we would have a pretty large way to get on. Walk to the other side. Yeah, I feel like that is fine. We might have... Oh yeah, that's... I was gonna say, there's something didn't go right, but no, it was me. There we go. That should be fine. Just kind of sketching now. This is what I like to do before I start a build. I'm basically sketching it. So yeah, those are the sides. It's going to be raised up, and that's going to held up basically whatever is above it. I think that's going to be nice. All right, let's make sure. Actually, probably want to change those skins to the fancy ones we just saw. Yeah, the shallow slow balls. Oh man, I hope we just get them at some point. It just makes sense to have them because ramps are a part of the game, and to be able to properly build with them, we just need the shallow ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to also have the steep shallow wall and the steeper roof, but since we don't have a roof type that is steep, it makes less sense. Like, it's a bigger step. The shallow one should already be part of the game. But hey, I've had this rant a lot of times. It's very close to my heart. I hope one day Wildcard will surprise me. One day. I think here we're gonna use these bottoms. There we go. To make them look nice and supported, and to set them apart from what we've used so far. There we go. Can you also... No, you can't change the size of those. I was gonna see, can we make them bigger, but we can't. Alright. So... Yeah, you can paint them. You can paint them. I've painted them like predominantly white is a very nice one to do, but yeah, you can paint them. They have like different regions to paint. Well, I don't really need to change all these. Are we really gonna see that? Nope. There we go, and probably also actually I want these stairs. There we go. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, railings as a substitute isn't great. It's not great. I'm gonna keep hoping and just keep mentioning it. Just in case, you know, someone from Wildcard is watching. It's like, yeah, we should do that. But I'm pretty sure they know. They know they should do that. There's probably people at Wildcard that want them as well. But it's probably just not priority for some reason. But there is hope, because we've been getting more and more extra build things, right? Because a while back, I think it was around when the center launched, we got the thin pillars all of a sudden. And now recently for Extinction, we got the extra cellar doors. The hangar doors and the barn doors. So there's hope. It's possible. You know, it is possible to happen. There we go. Yeah, we're just skinning this one as we go because it's just thin pillars, so it's not too much to skin. Yeah, so basically, as you can see, this whole thing is going to be like one major gateway. I think we might want to make it one higher, maybe. Don't want to make it too high because we're still going to get the roof on top. But I do want to make sure that it's kind of visible from the docks as well. Which I think this is going to be big enough. Because the roof is going to be, you know, decently high because of how big the structure is. There we go. And then we'll use the last one. And now this is where we find out that we placed the pillars right. I think we did. That is good, because otherwise I have to rotate them or replace the whole pillar. Probably rotating is faster. There we go. I like the look of that. I like also how busy it's gotten. It's always the case, right? As soon as I start building somewhere, they all want to be at that location. They want to be there. They just have to be there. All right, so I think that it's pretty straightforward that we just fill this in the same shape as it was before. There we go. And this one, well, just kind of goes across. There we go. Oh, that's not where we want it. Yeah, we'll just fill these sides in. There we go. Now, the bigger question is, are we going to go straight into the roof here, or are we going to have like, I feel like a little design would be nice. But I think the best way to do that is like this. Okay. Because we can then do it like just a little bit inward. There we go. Okay, because that layer could have like little details. I don't know if you want to have this. Probably the other one. I like that. And then what we need is, I guess just a layer like that. Just kind of repeating what we had. Nope, not there. Yeah, I think that's nice. And then we can just have the roof. Yeah. Because the roof would start like this. Yes. Yeah, I think we want that because we definitely want it to have depth. And then hopefully this isn't going too crazy. There we go. So that is the shape. Yeah, I think that's the right height. Feels right. That feels right. Okay, so basically this is, yeah, this is where it would start then. So yeah, we have layers to this one, which is really nice. Okay, so this one will have just the normal ones, and then we'll have a layer of walls all the way to the other side. Then we'll have another layer of walls. There we go. You mean why do the dinos spawn with different colors? That's the any color mod, which basically just gives dinos the chance to spawn with more unique colors than are default activated at all times. But they are vanilla, so even if you remove the mod later, the creatures will stay the same. So that is quite nice, but I wouldn't remove it because it's just a lot more fun to play with some cool color dinos. There we go. That feels about right. Yeah, I might actually do this. The little layer of thin pillars underneath. And I might actually also do that for this layer. I'm not sure what I did, but it's somewhere. Hello there. I wanted to ask a question about ASA. I want to buy ASA on PC, but do you recommend Steam or Windows PC? You mean Steam or the Xbox app? I would go for Steam if you want to play on PC. I think there's some restrictions to the Windows Store version. Hello there, Hope. Welcome in. Welcome in. There we go. Yeah, I think that's gonna look nice. Okay, let's start changing the skins because it's always a little bit hard to judge before. But let's get the party started. Okay, we'll definitely want to have this layer like that detailed. Yeah, I kind of feel like that should just be all clear. This one also not. And then yeah, the endings should definitely be these. The fancy one. And then we can go into nope, because we want to keep that clean. I think we do want to have the details there in the middle. I think the rest of the ones we're probably gonna keep relatively clean. And then I think I also want this on this layer. Okay, I think this is the one we want here in the middle. And I might try to see what the other variant looks like for the rest. Just to, yeah, kind of change it up a little bit, right? Make it a little bit more interesting. There we go. And then definitely we're gonna want the roof. The third variant is the middle of the roof, or do you mean like these variants? Because the third one has like a pointy roof, the ceiling. All right, let's see. The first one we can fill in the blanks. Oh no, I should have done all these. I'm an idiot. There we go. We're gonna want to have some decoration, but I think we're probably gonna use like trophies or something for this. Feels like the best way to decorate. Let's see. Yeah, that feels all right. There we go. And all the ceilings. And then these can probably stay the same. There we go. I think that is starting to come together quite nicely. I do need the second variant again because I forgot some things like just filling in the middle here. There we go. So we have to be very careful to get the right ones here. Yeah, I think that is a nice little detail for the edge. No, I messed one ceiling up. Yeah, I think that's nice. All right, one more time for the last one. There we go. So yeah, obviously I still need to do the rest of the building, but we're just kind of going for the look. But I think that is going to be quite a nice entrance to the city, for sure. And we could probably have some more statues as well. Now, there's actually, of course, you have this Astraeos one, but you also have, but it's still invisible, Roman statues. Now, I know this is Greek, but we'll take any statue we can get. Okay, and I think this one has way more. So let's see, we have that one, and this one. Because I believe this has, first of all, it has for all the different variations. So that is quite good. So we have the big statue. And then we also have the lion statue, which is pretty cool. You know, that's two good variants. This one is just like a regular one. We have the second one. Third. All right, so that has some decent options, and this is the smaller one, I suppose, but still also 3 variations. So yeah, we definitely have a lot of options with statues, but I think for this we're still gonna go with the Astraeos ones. I think I do want to make a little place where yeah, we make like a build dedicated to the statues, because we're gonna have a bunch, I'm sure. All right, so I think we probably want to have one there. Right, because then it could be kind of looking to the entrance, and I think we want to have the middle ones free, because then you could also still walk through here and connecting this up to different things. And here at the back we probably want to do the same, but then facing the other way. There we go. There we go. And both of those are gonna get statues. I think I want to go for this one, maybe. Or do we have that one for like a temple? You can't really go wrong with this. We haven't really had the guards yet. Maybe we use these. Yeah, because these are really nice, high quality. These are really nice. We make them big. Look at how tiny the normal statue is compared to the ones we have. There we go. Yeah. Statues everywhere. That's the secret. There we go. And then just imagine that the whole building is done. It is definitely not done yet. But I think that is a nice entrance. And then the town square is going to be behind that, basically. That is the idea. That is the idea. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So, for future ideas, and I welcome all suggestions for what I definitely should add to this town. We now have the dock area, of course. Still many more details to come. Then we have these kind of statues. Goes into the main entrance, and then instantly behind this is the town square. So this is kind of like a nice decorative piece into the town square. Then we'll have a road leading off to the warehouse that we built before at the start of the stream. I really like the way that turned out. Definitely want to bring more of that wooden beam back. I think that brings a lot of extra life to the build. I think for normal buildings, quote unquote, we want to use a lot of the wooden beams. And then for the more special buildings or more decorative buildings, we want to use more of the Greek structures for the pillars. But yeah, that's looking really nice. So then this is going to be the town square with probably like a bunch of little houses in like maybe somewhat of a circle or something. I don't know. We'll think of something cool. Then it's probably going to be good to have like a lighthouse somewhere around this end of the build. Maybe over here somewhere. You know, have like a little tower lighthouse standing out. Then I want to probably build like some kind of shrine of some sorts up here. Which is where I'll also probably build like the teleporter inside of the shrine so I can teleport into the base here. And then on top of this cliff with the waterfall, I think this is where I'm going to be building a temple. Because then from the town, I should be able to see the temple like standing on top of that. Which I think is going to be cool. Because originally I was going to do it all the way back here, but I think that's a little bit too far away. You know, that might be a little too much. And I think this is going to establish more the feeling of a little island town that's kind of built up with like roads and everything. Everything along. And then we might do like maybe a little villa out here and maybe a vineyard around it or something. I don't know. Something like that could be cool. A Greek arena would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't think it's gonna fit on this island. Maybe in here, but yeah, even then I think this might not be enough space. But yeah, that would be a little bit much maybe. But we would definitely do something like that in the future. I do want to build like a big arena Colosseum type build. I think that's going to be really fun as well. I think we'll be doing loads of Greek/Roman, that kind of style builds for the foreseeable future. Now that this is an official map, we'll probably be in the vibe to build something like that more often, right? But yeah, I think we're off to a good start for the first 2 little days, especially since the first day was also mostly checking out the new things. I think we're off to a great little start. And now that the monarchy season is over with Pain in the Heart, that does mean that we'll have more regular build streams and build videos coming back up. Blacksmith would be nice. A dye market would actually be cool as well, yeah. Bring some colors in. Definitely a cool one. And as I said, I definitely want to make like a stonemason or some sort that makes like statues and everything. I think that's going to be cool as well. Just with the amount of structures that are available, I feel like we might have to do that. Right. I think what I want to try... is if I do the statue there. Oh, that's a perfect fit. That is a perfect fit. That is kind of nice. Look at that. Lion statues. That is too perfect not to do there. Oh my god, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah, unfortunately the Roman custom cosmetic is a premium one, but it does blend in quite nicely. They are really nice to use together. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun project, and I kind of want to have well, maybe a few of these kind of project. Well, this is not necessarily a giant project, but it's a fun one to every now and then build like a little building here, a house, or you know, sometimes a little bit bigger like a temple or whatever. It's a fun project to work on long term, and then we'll probably do some other builds as well, of course, because I don't want to consume in one style. Of course, we'll be probably doing some more modern builds and stuff like that as well. Yeah, it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be really fun to jump back into building after taking somewhat of a break because of the monarchy season. So there's gonna be a bunch of building videos, streams, content in general coming your way very soon, starting today already. Anyway, I think that is going to be almost the end for today, because as I said, we had a short night last night because of monarchy. That went on quite late for me, so I think yeah, I'm gonna not make this too long of a stream, but hey, it's still gonna be fun. It still was fun. We built some cool things like the warehouse, the start of the entrance to the town as well. I think that is a pretty decent start to all of this. Plenty of progress made for the first stream, and many more builds to follow. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me again today. Always great to have you here. I'll see you soon. Probably will be live again tomorrow if I can think of something to do, and we might just continue in this town. Who knows? We'll see. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you around in the next video stream. Of course, don't forget to leave a like if you have not done that yet, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the fun. And then thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.